People who have a pet at home, at what point did you realize that the pet really understood you? 1. My parrot knew when I was sad. She'd snuggle up to me and give me kisses when I wasn't even crying. When I was crying, she'd whisper hi, and wipe away my tears with her face. This was the only time she'd behave this way. I miss her more than words can say. 2. We scold our cats if they go on the kitchen counter. One day I hear a cat mewing and meowing and he just won't stop. I go to the kitchen to find him on the floor, meowing and staring at our other cat on the counter. This MF is a snitch. 3. My 11-year-old cat predicts my migraines days in advance, sniffing my temples and trying to get me to rest. When one hits, he guards me, yells at my husband outside the door, and won't let anyone near until I'm asleep or functional. 4. When I was little, I was bullied by kids at school. I would come home and spend time in the backyard with my dog. She was my best friend at that time. I used to sit on the stairs in the backyard and quietly cry, so my mom wouldn't hear. My dog would sit right in front of me and inch closer and closer until she was close enough to place her head on my shoulder and I could hug her. She would stay with me until I was done crying. 5. I cried on my dog's little shoulder because my grandmother was an absolute bully and had spent a day tormenting me. The next day, the only time in the 16 years this dog was on the planet, she took a massive shit right where my grandmother would step when getting out of bed. At first my grandmother tried having the dog punished, but my dad, and in a surprising act of solidarity, my mom feigned worry that she was sick since she never, ever, had accidents. Later I saw my dad slip her extra treats. My dog understood my grandmother was hurting me and breaking my 8-year-old heart every day and did the only thing she could do in my defense.